vacation ever, though.
Welcome to Office Hours. I'm David Meltzer with Bucky here.
And always the short stop introductions. We are going to work on that again and again. But look who I have with me from Egypt and back. It looks like he's doing very well. Great pictures, great energy. The amazing Bucky O'Neill. Let's check out his fire walk coming up September 27th and 28th in Nashville. What's up, my brother?
How are you, man?
Phenomenal would be an understatement. I just got back from the best vacation of my life. I vacation every day, but that was the most time that I spent vacationing. And we, just everything was moving. It's so nice to know that you build a culture that continues without you.
Yes.
So we had best week of charity, best week of activity we get paid for. And I was most of the time on vacation with my wife and friends all over Italy. So I just am blessed. And
the pictures looked amazing, man.
Yeah, I'm more in love now than ever. That's the human experience. Blessed to be in it. Well, let's get right to it, Bucks.
Yeah.
I got my friend Helen here. She's got a big new event coming up. So I'm super excited to have her back on. Helen Plen is here, right? Our neighbor out of Huntington Beach. Yes. Founder of Helen Creates Beauty and the creator of a great book, Aura Color Wheel, and that came out in July, the Aura Color Wheel. If you haven't picked it up, please do. But welcome to Office Hours, the human experience, Helen.
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me, David, and lovely meeting you, Bucky. Actually, I will be around Nashville for a podcast. So who knows? I might join your firework.
Yes, come. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go to Egypt forever. So I think that's probably a sign. Here you go.
So good. So good.
You would love it. Helen obviously is already aligned with an open heart and an open mind. But you have an online event coming up in October, Helen. I want to get right to that. And you do so much for our community and yours. This is a free live online event on October 4th, 9:30 to 11:30 Pacific time. And in this event, for those 2 hours, what do you want people to get out of this soul journey event?
Yes, definitely. Actually, the event is channeled during the Lionsgate portal with Isis and the Pleiadians, literally in Egypt. That's why I'm like so in alignment. And then, Bucky, you come online with me today. I'm like, okay, great. So great synchronicity. Thank you, David, for announcing the event. Yes, this is my annual flagship event. And for people who participate of this sacred gathering, I call it the sacred gathering, because you're really talking with your soul and your soul families. We join as a collective. In 2 hours Zoom, you're going to walk away with a crystal clear idea of what your soul purpose is through your unique soul aura color. So your unique soul aura color is the energy composition of your soul. What you're here to be of service, what you're here to heal, and what you're here to learn. So you walk away with the blueprint, and then, between the blueprint and the actual soul aligned action, the only thing in the middle is the energy blockages, right? So we're going to clear that out using a chakra dance. Actually an original high frequency. I work with a music composer to really infuse with high frequency music so that we can really shake it out, all the like the ancestral traumas, the past life imprints, all this, cut core of all this to return to our sovereignty. And the last nugget, a lot of people love this, is that I will do live spirit message reading for a live audience. So do tuning live, meaning that you'll be able to, once you raise your hand, you get picked, and then I will tune into the quantum field and see who are your spirit guides, what are the messages there for you right now for your soul's evolution, so that you can understand what's your best next action. So those are the main pieces that you're going to walk away with this 2-hour gathering.
It's beautiful. What are the dates and how do people get involved?
Yes, it's on Saturday, October 4th. It's from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. I know a lot of people tuning from UK, so that's between 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. if you are in the UK. And you can just join through a link, or everything is on my website homepage, helencreatesbeauty.com. Helencreatesbeauty.com. Here we go. So you click that homepage.
Helen.
Yeah, the first you see is like a free quiz you can take to identify your soul aura color. And the second thing is the annual event. You can just register, just put in your email, and then you're in. You get all the details of the Zoom link and everything.
Yeah, beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit about the painting behind you? Is that how you see the auras?
Yes, actually, that's right. And that's my spirit team, the Dragon's Eye. I talk about it also in my book. I'm also a professional artist. So all the artwork behind me, I create them through my third eye visions. When I meditate, I'm very clairvoyant, so I can see movies. It's just like one screenshot of the movies that I sing. And that's a painting. A lot of people ask about that painting. I said it's not for sale because I just finished a solo art gallery. So they all want to buy this one. I said, I can do a commission for you, another dragon, but not this particular one. But yes, I do have very vivid visions. That's how I also tune into other people's auric field and read spirit message readings for them as well.
Very good.
Helen, I love how you clearly articulate the purpose of the soul's journey, and you're very specific about that purpose. And I think a lot of people don't have guidance, and they don't understand the support that they have through the council, through the energy, through the lives that we've lived. In each of those three aspects of purpose, are there different sections that will be taught on the online session for each one?
Yeah, definitely. So first of all, you need to understand why you're here, right? It literally answers the three questions. Who are you? Why are you here? And how can you be happy? And we all want this. That's actually when I began my spiritual journey in 2011. Those are the three questions I wanted answered for. Yeah, I wish I know that, right? So like, who are you? I want to challenge actually the audience to view yourself not as this physical body, but view yourself as light. That's actually a challenging perception. People say like, oh, I'm this body. I'm like, no, you are the light inside of you. And that's in a soul level, you are light. And what does that mean? You're that white light, and that's compassing with the 7 rainbow or the 7 aura layers. That's the powerhouse of the light, right? And if one of the aura layer is out of balance, or it's kind of weaker than the others, and that manifested as your wound, right? But if the other aura layers that's more vibrant and they are really shining, that means that's your gift. So your purpose is literally to use your gift. What's your strong aura layer as your gift? And then heal that wound so that you can return to balance and wholeness, right? So you can understand. So understanding your light composition is a key to get clarity. Like that's crystal clear clarity. Oh, this is something I need to work on. For example, I actually throat chakra, like my communication wasn't this good, but I was consciously, I'm using a lot of sound bath, chanting. I consciously heal this. And I also know the reason why I was born and raised in China and embodied as a female, because, I need to learn the lessons to speak up, to not suppress. You see, so you get like a lot of insights as to why your soul choose this family, why your soul choose this particular location to incarnate. So you get.
I know why I chose Bucky as my friend. So I got that going for me in this life and future lives as well. I am not a body. I am free, for I am as God created me. Learn about your inner gifts, wounds, and lessons and October 4th. Join us all at this free live event, 9:30 to 11:30 Pacific time. Go to events.helencreatesbeauty.com/ignite. If you get confused, you can email her or I. Thank you so much, Helen, for always bringing and sharing your light to liberate others to share theirs. It's always a blessing. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, David. Thank you, Bucky.
Thanks, Helen. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to shift gears. Time to bring on Sean Hollywood Hamilton and Kevin Sharpley, based on the bi-coastal New York and Miami. The executive producer, Sean, and the director, Kevin. Welcome to the Human Experience Office Hours, and we're blessed to have both you guys here. And I remember a movie called The War of the Roses, and now you guys are taking it to the next level, reimagined with an extraordinary capability that probably wasn't available back then in the level of animation that it has. Welcome again, and I'm super excited to learn more about why you felt that this great franchise needed to be heard again and created in an animated series.
Wow, thanks for having us on. Kevin, did you know that this thing was live?
Either way, I'm okay.
That's the best way.
I'm okay.
That's the best way.
Let's just be honest. There hardly anybody's watching this shit live. Everybody's watching this recorded after we edit it. So
yeah, that's true. That's right.
We get to a big audience, but I just find it much more fun to do it live, and
right?
people are willing to show up. So.
Yeah, well, it's this thing became just a phenomenon. This is the most listened to feature in North America on terrestrial radio, and we thought, how do we animate this thing? I first took it over to Fox. Fox played around with it for a year, couldn't get what I wanted out of Fox. Took it to Jason Rothberg, my partner at A Boot. He turned me on to Kevin, and boom, home run. It's exactly what I envisioned. So
good. Bucks.
Yeah. How do you go ahead, Kevin. You had something to share?
No, I was just going to say it's really exciting to be a part of this and to bring, Hollywood Hamilton's vision to life. And he had a specific vision. So, yeah, this is great.
Yeah. For me, whenever I think about inspiration, I think about like a spark, right? There's something that ignites, that pulls people into a direction. What was that spark moment for you? Because obviously there's a lot of work and there's a lot of like lift when it comes to putting together a production like this. What's that spark moment for you when it came to this project for both of you guys?
That would be ratings. That would be basically, that was the spark. I mean, how do you take something, Bucky, how do you take something to the next level? You make it visual. I mean, these are real calls. These are real people, real stories. We just animated the drama, and there is a whole lot of drama in this thing. And we said, how do we take it to the next level? And that was basically the spark, Bucky.
Guys, one of the things that we share is an experience on radio, not just because I have a face for radio, but I had some syndicated radio shows with Gal Media, Sports Blender, Layritz, and those guys, Brennan. And I love radio. And it wasn't until I met Gary Vee and helped him with his sports agency did he tell me, look, you can do a lot more than just radio, and you can bring these to different platforms in different places. And it was about 11 years ago, it'll be 11 years at the Super Bowl, that he told me that. And I was really resistant. I was wondering, when you lowered that resistance, you've been in radio for so long and #1 show on iHeart. And was there any resistance when people were encouraging you to maybe seek out other platforms other than radio?
Just my own company.
Yeah.
No, just
it's so true.
You're gonna fail. Don't do it. That kind of stuff.
That's a good sign, man. When the establishment tells you you're gonna fail, it's like when you're the guy shining your shoes gives you stock tips. Just sell all your stocks. It's time.
Hey, David, I don't want to get it twisted. The iHeart's been incredibly, they've given me the blessing to go ahead and do this, and they've been incredibly helpful as well. But yeah, no, it's just.
He said that and realized we were live. Even I could edit that out, so that's a good recovery.
No, Lee. I was telling Kevin the other day when we did another podcast. I said, the reason why I don't do these things is because I always say something that gets me in trouble that night. I get that phone call in the middle of the night. Always. That's very rare I do these things, and it's basically because of that. But
I've only heard good things about iHeart from you, so we feel you.
Okay, great, excellent. No, we're just thank you for having us, and we're just we're happy we're able to launch this thing, and we're testing it right now. And Kevin, again, man, just an amazing job with the animation. I mean, I had no idea the work that goes into animating something. It's extraordinary. It really is.
Yeah, morphing and rigging and all the things that need to be done, and then the cultural differences that can be misinterpreted. So, Bucky, you have any questions about that communication in holding the frequency from the radio show into animation?
No, but that sounds like a good question.
Yeah, all right. I made you up a softball.
That sounds like a great direction.
You look super confused. You're got an Egypt time, and I'm like, shit. I'm not sure he has a good question. I'll just feed him one.
Let's do that, Kevin. How do you hold that frequency, knowing that there's a certain outcome that comes from the radio show, and there's like a frequency and an energy that people get? How do you make sure that that's transferred into the animation and it's still being delivered, not only at the same level but at an elevated level?
Yeah, well, since these are they're true stories. I mean, it's crazy. First of all, he's from years of doing this. I have to give it up for Hollywood Hamilton to pick the specific episodes, because we're in our 8th episode now. So the ones that he picked were just tremendous, and they range. So they range from, they're all about cheaters and the different ways that they cheat, and so it ranges from the zany, crazy, insane to dealing with some mental health issues to dealing with just straight cheating. And so just to channel those, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but you have a core, and so you just take it from that core and then you expand it from there. Some are easier than others because they are crazier, and then one of my favorites is an episode called Stockholm Syndrome, and it's about a woman who's mentally trapped. She has a husband that sort of convinces her that she needs to stay in this room in the basement, and just kind of playing with that and figuring out the best way to relay that visually that can help people to get through that situation. For me, that was one of the toughest. But look, you have to go to iHeartRadio.com/War of the Roses, and you're really going to see these tremendous range of stories.
Yeah. And we're basically just testing the waters now. We're getting ready to take the meetings now. We're testing it on YouTube right now, and we're just seeing what works and doesn't work with very limited promotion right now. And then we take that knowledge for the next 8 episodes that come. And we're out there. We're getting ready to go sell this thing. So, and that's what we're in the middle of right now.
We'd be happy to help you with that as well. Yeah. That experience is one which is not easy, as you get to be successful, then realize how much more you have to do. It's a great chore. The nice thing about animation is a lot easier to change things and learn about what you've done and redo them as well. So a lot of flexibility. I can't wait, because for me, being a fan of yours, Sean, it's the lessons and the stories that make it so great. And to be able to amplify that through animation so that more of the lessons can be brought out and the story can be enhanced, obviously, not just from the visual, but from the animation. It must be just a collage of unbelievable frequency of emotion that we get much more of a feel than our normal radio or podcast. So I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to launch 8 new episodes. Go to iHeartRadio.com. Is that correct?
Yep. iHeartRadio.com/War of the Roses.
If you want to learn about your relationships and others with yourself and others, there's no better place than to check out the War of. And
most importantly, David, what not to do in a relationship. I mean,
yeah, tell me about it. I've been married 28 years. 28 years. I'm finally winning. I would say people are usually married at least 3 times in their life. I'm lucky enough to be married to the same woman for all 3 marriages so far. And it costs a lot less now. Costs a lot less to stick it out, man. But I'm winning, and I really have learned some great lessons from the War of the Roses of what not to do. That's for sure. I try to get her to listen. Maybe I can make my life a little easier.
Yeah,
If you want to make your life a little easier, check out Kevin Sharpley and Sean Hamilton. These guys are rocking and rolling. I cannot wait to see the animated series. Thank you, guys. Promise me you'll come back, and if you need any help, reach out, okay?
You guys are the best. Thank you, Bucky. Thank you, David.
You guys,
great job.
Love, guys. Much love. Much love.
Take care. Great job. All right, Bucky O'Neill. Back from Egypt.
I just noticed the ticker, bro.
Yeah. Pre-launch, baby.
Let's go.
Super Bowl. Launching at Super Bowl. We launched pre-orders the first game of the season on that Thursday, Julie's birthday. Cool. And then we're going to do Super Bowl launch of the actual book. So we got a long runway to promote Don't Do Business with Dicks. And we also can promote in the short term here, the Firewalk in Nashville, Tennessee, September 27th, 28th. If you haven't firewalked before, there's nobody better at helping you to reach and seek your limitations. My kids have done it. My wife has done it. I certainly love to do it. Every time I learn something new and I grow at a very accelerated pace. Bucky O'Neill, thanks for joining me, my brother.
Of course, man. So great to be here.
What is your takeaway of the day, by the way?
Takeaways. Oh, man, I had one. Healing. Yeah. I think, reflection is so important, and to be able to see ourselves in different things, whether that's our auric field or whether that's the examples of others' relationships and the crisis that certain decisions make. I think all of it, the ability to be able to see ourselves from within ourselves. I think one of the biggest challenges that people have is that they have a difficulty having a clear reflection of who they are. And in that, they're blind in their movement, they're blind in their action, and they're operating from a patternistic way of living in which they've experienced in the past, or what they've modeled in the past, or that they're creating in the future, and they don't have a real ability to be able to see themselves. So with both guests, I thought that was a really cool example, done in very different ways, right? Because there is a spectrum of consciousness, just like there's a spectrum to humanity, and all people need something different depending on where they're at, and whether that's War of the Roses or high level, let's read your auric field and see all your challenges and your opportunities based on what's open and what's not open. Everybody needs that. And I think it was a really powerful theme of today's calls.
I totally agree. And in the context of the human experience, and in this episode 783, the takeaway I have is the gifts, wounds, and lessons that we look at. And there's a continuum of what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, and what are the lessons, aligned with what I tell my kids every day, that I'm proud of them. I love them. I have their back, as long as what they do their best, learn lessons, and have fun. And having fun is a form of healing. Doing your best is a gift. And of course, learning lessons along the way will heal our shadows of the future caused by the meaning of the past. Anyways, what a great show today. As always, good to have you back. I look forward to seeing you soon, I hope.
Yes. I just talked to Nick. We're going to get some stuff on the calendar. It's going to be fun.
Awesome, man. I'm glad. That trip looked amazing.
Oh, my God.
Catch up. I want to learn some stuff that you learned.
Oh, my God. So good.
Nice. Bucky hanging out with the aliens in Egypt. I'm an alien in Orange County. He's going to hang out with me as well. Go to his Firewalk, September 27th through 28th. Bucky, where can they sign up?
Best place is events at legacyandleverage.com. You can reach out to Catherine directly. She'll get you all the details, and we'll get you started. We're doing one in September. We're doing one in October. This just kind of newly out. I'm going to do a retreat in Egypt in May.
Oh, nice.
Private access to all the different temples. Did you go privately into the King's Chamber?
Yeah.
So good, man.
So good. Yeah, man. Some good stuff, man.
Download.
Yeah, we got to talk. All right. That's Bucky O'Neill, ladies and gentlemen. Join him September 27th, 28th. Legacy and say it one more time. Events
at legacyandleverageand.com.
You got it. Thank you so much, Bucky.
See you, bud.
You got it. I'll see you soon. All right, everyone. Remember, we're going to be in Phoenix today. Come and join us there. We got meetups, holding court, speeches, interviews, and a VIP dinner. Then I'm going to South Dakota for the same, San Diego for the same, Indianapolis for the same, Minneapolis for Aspire and the same. And then go fund yourself in Los Alamitos. Come and join us. Join the show. Be a part of it. #1 show on Cheddar. And then back to do the same in Boise, Idaho. That's my next 11 days or so. Come and join us. Email me, david@dmeltzer.com. Join our text community to be invited, not obligated. 949-298-2905. 949-298-2905. Invited, not obligated. If you feel obligated, don't text me. Anyway, remember, most importantly, you can pre-order my new book. It's coming out in Super Bowl. Don't do business with dicks.com. It's right there. Don't do business with dicks.com. All right. Remember, be more interested than interesting. Be kind. Be kind to your future self and do good deeds. Hit it, Gigi.
Welcome to Office Hours. I'm David Meltzer with Bucky here.